All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for jumping on. Um, this is Eric coming in from the blank spot. Hey, Miss Shay, 40, how's it going? It's Eric from the blank spot. Got some cool things going on in the back, y'all. I'm playing with this thing. I'm loving it. Make sure you do me a favor as you jump on. Drop your city and state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Like, share. You can start sharing this right now because this is going to be a great opportunity to see how to sublimate the circular photo slate. So once again, as you jump on, drop your city and state, like, share, tag, do all that stuff. Also, if you are not following us on our YouTube channel, make sure you take some time and follow us on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna take this off, man. Make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel. We're gonna be let's see, we're gonna follow us on the YouTube channel. You'll be able to see this again, okay? It is the blank spot. So let me see if I could take this off. All right. No, I can't. Hold on. Let's see if I can take this thing off, man. I was playing with this earlier. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful day. There you go, taking it off. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Already it's hot in Columbia, South Carolina, guys. So drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Like, share, once again, and tag. For the viewers that are on YouTube and Facebook, guys, make sure you do the same thing. Like, share, tag. We're going to be doing the circular photo slate, okay? Circular photo slate. Now, last night we did the heart shape. Yesterday we did the heart shape. And wanted to do this and knock this out because it's a little challenging. What's that? I don't want to mess it up. Enigmatic Studio out of Savannah, Georgia. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. But yeah, thanks for jumping on. So we're gonna be doing the circular photo slate this morning. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes to get situated. All right. Hey, Miss Sarah, how you doing? I did. Okay, cool. What does that mean? What does that mean, if you don't mind me asking? The name of your company. What does that mean? So for those of you who are here and who have shared, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure you start sharing this. This is going to be a nice photo slate. This is the circular photo slate. So far, we've done the rectangular one and we've done the heart shaped. Okay. I got a little setup here. So if you see me looking back, I'm actually looking back to see our comments on my Mac. I have my Mac behind me, and so I can see my comments on the Mac on the you see that? That's the laptop right here. To see the comments on the Mac for the YouTube and Facebook users, okay? But I got you here on TikTok, and I'm going to go ahead and put my screen down. I already have my screen down for YouTube and Facebook on the table, so I'm going to put my screen down on the table, okay? So guys, don't trip out. I'm just going to change this. Give me a second. Make sure you guys can see this. I want to give y'all the full effect. What I would like to start doing is I would like to start, you can see this. Cool. What I'd like to start doing is I would like to start giving you guys from the beginning to end. So this morning we're going to sublimate the photo slate, the circular photo slate, and the supplies that you're going to need, of course. You're going to see them already in the YouTube. That's why I encourage you to go to the YouTube. You can actually purchase the items as well, if you like, on the blanksspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT. You can also find that in our bio. You can find the link in our bio in our link tree, okay? But the supplies that you're going to need, of course, you're going to need your photo slate. Now, the link is going to take you to all three, since we sell the circular, we sell the heart and the rectangle. You're also going to need some sublimation paper because you're going to have to make a print. These are our beautiful grandkids. We have three. All right. These are three beautiful grandkids. They're in the pool. kicking it, chilling out, enjoying themselves, sharing the raft. All right. So these images are going to be very vibrant, I think. You're going to need photo. You're going to need the photo slate. You're going to need some sublimation paper, the blank spot cell sublimation paper. That's link is going to be on YouTube. Also, you're going to need some sublimation ink. We also provide sublimation ink. You're going to need a heat press. Now, I want y'all to understand, for those who are new to sublimation, the Cricut heat press is not going to work because you're going to need a lot of pressure. You can do a lot with the Cricut heat press, but in this instance, it's not going to work. You're going to need a lot of pressure, and you're going to need a lot of continuous pressure. You're going to need heat tape and also some heat gloves. All right. Butcher paper is also going to be needed for this because you don't want the image to bleed onto your heat press. So that's some things that you're going to need. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to understand that you got to cut these edges off. So I'm starting from the beginning. So we're going to cut these edges off. I'm going to cut around this in a circular motion. All right. So I'm cutting this in a circular motion. So the measurements that we did on this. So the measurement for the slate is approximately 7 inches in circumference. That's the measurements for the slate. 7 inches in circumference. Now I'm not cutting exactly to the picture. I'm going to leave a little white around, and there's no rhyme or reason about that, only because I'm going to have to cut this in slits. I'm going to have to cut slits in this in order for this to be taped to the substrate, to the circular substrate. All right. It's very important that you measure each substrate before you get started. So even if I told you that the area that I measured was 7 inches in circumference, when you purchase this from us or from any of the other vendors or retailers, you're going to want to measure each one. It's not going to take long to pull out your little fabric ruler and measure it, okay? Not going to take long at all. A lot of folks are looking for the cheat code, but I'm just going to tell you, cheat code will only let you go so far. Now, I have a microfiber cloth here. That's what I got right here, a microfiber cloth. And this microfiber cloth, what I'm doing is I'm wiping off the fingerprints. Now, we always go through every one of these. No matter what you think, we're going through every one of these to make sure before we sell them to someone that they are good. Okay. Now, even if we sell something that, like with this, for example, if this has a black mark on it, if you sub something dark on it, it'll cover that black mark up. Sometimes you can take alcohol wipes and clean it up. So I wiped it and it didn't come as clean as I wanted it to come. So I got some alcohol wipes right now. Okay, so I'm taking some alcohol wipes and and I just got these from I think we got these from Granger, I believe. Either Granger or Uline. All right. Just regular alcohol wipes. You can get them at Staples or Office Depot, Office Max, or even Walmart, any store, Target. You can get them from there. You probably can get them from the Dollar Tree as well. Okay. Don't know how many are going to come in there, but 50 wipes came in here. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this off really well because I want to get all of the residue off. Get all of the residue off. And then I'm just going to shake it. Just going to shake it, let it dry. So I don't want any marks on it. I don't want any streaks on it. Once I let it dry, then I'm going to wipe it again, okay? Let me check to see what these comments are saying. What y'all talking about? How y'all doing out there? Just joined. I am making a circular photo frame. Circular slate photo frame. So thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Kim Bless Hands, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Hey, Vicky. Thanks for the roses. All right, Miss Sarah, there you go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen back. Put it back on these hands. Hopefully y'all can see that. We over there. How we doing over there on YouTube and Facebook? All right. Okay. So now, after I did that with the alcohol wipes, I'm gonna wipe this off because they may have a couple of streaks in here, and I'm telling you, fingerprints and streaks will show up when you press it. So you want to make sure this is clean. Now, if you're doing it for yourself and you really don't care, that's cool. But if you're doing it for someone else, if you're selling it, you definitely want to make sure it's clean. This is the time to be OCD, y'all. Now, we took one of the worst ones that we had, and we're using it. So if it's nicked up or marked up, this is the one that we usually do our examples on. Okay. Yes, we do. We sell blanks. We are a sublimation blanks and supply store located in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm gonna take my my print, and it doesn't matter upside down, right side up, it doesn't matter. But what I'm gonna do, I know it's gonna be 7 inches, so I'm gonna take and cut some slight slits in here, and I don't want to mess it up. You got to be careful. There you go. So I want y'all to see this, okay? See that little bend right there? That's I'm gonna cut it a little bit more. See that little bend right there? That's what I did. I cut it to right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that all the way around. So you want to be careful that while you're cutting this, because you don't want to go too far in. You also want to be careful when you measure this. You also want to be careful when you measure it that your picture is in the middle enough or centered enough to where you don't cut your picture off. Now, this is going to be a tad bit tedious, but this is where I believe the rubber meets the road, especially with the creators that are out there. So if you're a creator out there, you would appreciate this, I think. Now, this is probably going to require a good bit of tape. All right? It's probably going to require a good bit of tape. And I'm just taking my time cutting this. And I'm probably cutting, because I measured this out 7 inches. It's 7 inches from white to white. So I measured it out 7.45. Measured it out 7.45. And just in case you guys are interested, we're using Silhouette Studio to do our designs. You can use any software that you want, whatever you feel comfortable using. Silhouette Studio is the software that we're using to design, okay? That's our software of choice. All right? So as you jump on, do me a favor. Like I said, drop your city and state, like it, share it, and definitely tag somebody. Don't know what you guys are doing today. This is Wealthy Wednesday. Let's say Wealthy Wednesday. I know it's hump day. It's the middle of the week. Guys, listen. It is 11:06 here in South Carolina, and it is already hot. It was hot this morning. I took me a little walk this morning, trying to get back in shape. Took me a little walk this morning, about 6 o'clock this morning, man, and got back and cleaned the pool. And I got in the pool for a little while. That's how, and the water was warm. I'm talking about it was lovely. So I got this close because I'm working my way around, cutting these slits in here. And I know it may seem like it's really tedious, but this is going to make a difference. Now you're probably thinking, well, why is he cutting them so close? And why is he cutting so many? Because this is almost a perfect circle. I went in a little bit right there. It's almost a perfect circle. And you're going to want this, when you tape this, you're going to want this to be tight. You're going to want this to be tight to your substrate. You're going to want this to be tight to your substrate. So if y'all see this, I'll show you right up in here. I just cut slits all the way around, okay? That's what I did. I cut slits all the way around. You're going to want this to be tight. So when I get ready to tape this, it's not going to be a problem, okay? Not going to be a problem. All right. So now, I'm going to slide this off the table just a tad bit so I can get started. Everybody has their own taping technique, their own taping method. You do yours. Whatever is good for you, you'll figure it out. But I like to slide mine towards the end so I can get started. Making sure that your picture is as centered as you can get it, okay? Making sure your picture is as centered as you can get it. And mine is a little bit off, so let me adjust it a little bit. So it'd probably be best that you center your picture first. I want you to see what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to start right here. Let you guys see on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to be right here, okay? So I can actually, I'm using the light. I'm kind of cheating using the light as well. But as I start my first tape spot, I may not need to put it down. So I'm going to do it in 4 corners. So I'm going to do that part. Let me see. I'm going to do the side. And also, guys, we got this nice little tape dispenser over here too. I don't have to worry about pulling tape. All I have to do really is turn that little knob, and it's going to dispense for me. See that? It's cutting it as I go. So I'm still a little off, so I'm going to adjust it again because I got too much at the top. I want this to be one time and get it done. I don't want to have to do this again because this is taking a lot of time. All right. Once I get it on 4 corners, and I'm kind of cheating right now, but I did this so you can see how it's going to sit when you tape it, okay? There's these ridges on here, and you don't want any air to get in these ridges when it starts to heat it up. So now it's going to be tape. Now I'm using tape. So if you guys cannot skimp on the tape on certain projects, you got to use the tape. So if you got that thin 10 millimeter or 5 millimeter or 15 millimeter tape, you may want to get you some wider tape. The tape that I'm using right now is 25 millimeters. They make it even wider than this. I didn't know until I was watching another designer, business owner on social media, and she had a wide tape. And I had to ask my wife, I said, what size is that tape? I didn't know they made it that wide. Well, they do. Even the part that I taped already, I'm going to tape that again. And I'm just going around now, working my way around. Now, I know we may be tight on supplies, but as business owners and designers, if this is what we're going to be doing, we got to keep us some supplies, especially tape. That's what I'm learning. I see my wife taping stuff. She just finished a huge order for a client. And she did like 7 hats. She did 100 plus bookmarks. She did a couple of cups. She did 7 or 8 shirts. And I'm thinking, man, she used a lot of tape. A lot. So you got to keep tape on hand. Got to keep tape on hand. I don't have any too much interaction on the other platforms. Let's see what y'all got going on. Let me see if I can check y'all out. If y'all got any questions or any comments. Do you sell the tape dispenser? Yes, ma'am, we do. We sell the tape dispenser. If you go to our website, you'll see it under, I want to say paper and essentials, I believe. But yeah, we do sell the tape dispenser. I want to say it's like $21.99. Don't quote me on that, but it's somewhere around there. But we do sell the tape dispenser. We also sell tape. We sell tape. So guys, if you're just jumping on, if you're just joining us, this is Eric from the Blank Spot. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina, and people want to know what I'm making. I am making a circular slate photo frame. I'm making a circular slate photo frame. All right. So I'm going to flip the screen back. Get back on this thing. I'm almost finished taping, y'all. I'm almost finished taping. Making a circular slate photo frame. We already did the heart. And we did the rectangle. I'm kind of starting to love this design thing and this creating thing, I'm starting to love this. So you always want to have another eye if you can. If you can't and you're confident enough to keep on moving, then you do that. But I'm going to call the expert out here, or our expert anyway, to give me a once over to see if she think I did a good enough job to press this. Because what I don't want to do is press this and it ghosts because I don't have enough tape on it, okay? Facebook user, don't know what your name is over there, but hello to you. Can't see you because I'm streaming from StreamYard, so I guess it's just one of those options that they don't have for you to see the user. But drop your city and state. Let me know you're tuning in from. Appreciate you jumping on. We are making a photo slate, a circular photo slate. Now, when your customers try to haggle your prices, this is why you need to charge your price. You see how long this is taking? Taping is almost always going to be the longest process, okay? But you see how long this is taking? You cannot let people talk you down on your prices. Can you come check this out before I tape this, before I press it? So I think I'm done. I'm going to let the expert check me out to see if she think it's ready. That's the queen right there. Queen B's in charge.
Hey, y'all.
Queen D. So that's my wife right there. She's usually on here with me. She's back in the back paying some bills, y'all. It's the beginning of the month. We got to get these bills, but we don't pay these bills. They're gonna evict us.
We gotta go if we don't pay them.
Gotta go if we don't pay them.
Looks good.
So she says it looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust my cameras, and y'all give me a second as we slide right on over to the pressing station. Okay? We're about to slide over to the pressing station. So y'all be patient with me as I adjust my cameras and my phones and all that good stuff and bring y'all over to the pressing station. All right, I got it there, and I'm just gonna come on over here. I know it's supposed to be a steady camera. I know, because I'm recording. It's supposed to be a steady camera. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. You guys ought to be able to see that. Gonna be pressing right here, okay? Bring this phone over. Let you guys in on what we're doing. Flip this camera back. All right. So, slide this laptop over and put y'all right here, TikTok. All right. Let me see. Got some comments on here. Got a couple of follows, likes, gifts. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. So if you're just jumping on, this is Eric from the Blank Spot. And what we're doing is we are making a circular photo slate. We are sublimating. We're sublimating a circular photo slate. All right. If you're new to sublimation, sublimation is basically using sublimation paper, sublimation ink, and you have to have a printer that can do sublimation. And it's a heat transfer process, okay? It's a heat transfer process. Are you doing a full sub or are you doing it like the white 8? Nope. I'm doing the full sub. I am doing the full sub. I am doing the full sub. No, you're not slow. You're good. I'm doing the full sub. So, and this is the thing. This is what's going to separate us as creators. This is what's going to separate us as creators from everybody else. From everybody else who's talking about their creative, okay? This is what's going to separate us. This right here. So I'm going to slide over just a tad bit more because I want to get y'all centered, okay? Give me 1 second. Can y'all see? I'm going to drop that. Raise this a tad bit more. I know that's over my screen right there. I got to do something better. There you go. Okay. So here we go. This is gonna separate us from the people who say they're doing it and the people who are actually doing it. All right. So once again, if guys just jumping on, thanks for all the likes, thanks for the shares, and thanks for the gifts. Definitely thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. And thanks for sticking with me. I want to show you from start to finish what we're doing. Okay. I don't want you to think that, hey, it's some crazy magic going on. What am I doing? There you go. That is some crazy magic going on, that we're just making stuff up. I want you to see firsthand what we're doing and how we're doing it. So that's why I did it like I did it, and that's why it's taking so long. But I already have my heat press turned on, and I have it heated up. It's heated up to 400 degrees. Now, one thing I have to change right now is my seconds, okay? So I'm going to change my seconds. And instead of pressing this for 60 seconds, we're pressing this for 300 seconds. 300 seconds, that's 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're going to press this for 5 minutes. Now, during the 5-minute press, we're going to talk about some other things, but I want y'all to go ahead and we're going to press this. I saw somebody doing this too, guys. I saw somebody doing this. Somebody was pressing with the paper side down and the substrate up. Now, you can press like that if the heat transfers, but obviously what's going to happen is there's going to be some ghosting. So I recommend you always press with the sublimation paper up, okay? Always press with the sublimation paper up. What software do you use for editing? For editing, talking about editing videos, because I'm using Silhouette Studio. I'm using Silhouette Studio to design, okay? If you're talking about editing videos, I don't really use software, man. I'm just messing around. You know what? I don't like that pressure. And let it rock. So hopefully it's enough pressure. We'll find out. If it's not enough pressure, then of course I'm going to have to do it again. But what we do is for image, not video, Silhouette Studio. For Silhouette Studio is what we're using. Okay. I'm going to be learning Photoshop here pretty soon. And we do have a Photoshop for beginners on our website. So we do have a couple of classes that we have that are pre-recorded in our Blank Spot Academy. My wife also uses Canva, which is pretty cool. Canva's easy to use as well. But I'm still learning. I'm not a crafter. So if y'all, just so y'all know, I'm not a crafter. My wife is the crafter. Okay. My wife is the crafter. She's the creator. She's the designer. I'm just the guy that picks up the boxes. All right. So she's been teaching me some stuff. And I've been, putting it to some good use, I think. So it's kind of cool to be able to learn how to learn how to sublimate all these things in here. It's different temperatures, different times, different pressures. Just like you just saw me taping the Circular Photo Slate, different things that you run into. You always want to make sure if you're doing something like this, like I said, you want to keep your hands off of it because we have oil in our skin. And the oil in our skin is going to leave fingerprints. How do I know? We have a couple that we did that left some fingerprints. So you want to be mindful of that. And hold on, I want to show you something real quick. So just to show you that we're not playing around, D, my wife, she did this one about a month and a half ago. Okay. This is our son. He graduated back in 2020. This is the rectangular photo slate. This is how this one came out. And then I did this one last night or yesterday evening. This is the heart-shaped photo slate. It's the heart-shaped photo slate. The colors are popping, okay? Now, I'm using Silhouette Studio, but I know with Silhouette Studio, it's going to be an even brighter picture. So I'm excited to learn how to use Photoshop, all right? That's what we're doing. Like I said, we sub every product in here to make sure it's a good quality product, make sure it's going to be right. We don't want to give you something from our vendor that was messed up. Too often, retail stores and vendors sell things to different individuals, smaller businesses, and it may be a mix up in the products. It may be bad equipment. It may be bad, and they try to sell it anyway. So you got to be careful that if you are selling out there, if you're out there selling sublimation blanks, whatever products you're selling that somebody's going to take and craft to create something, you want to make sure you try it out before you actually sell it. Now, is that gonna take away from your inventory? Absolutely, but you want to account for that when you order. So if you come to our store, you'll see that we have a sample sitting outside, and we also have a design of everything. Okay, so we don't have every koozie done, but we have one koozie from that batch, and it's sitting side by side. So you get the idea of how it does. Got a little more than a minute to go. Hopefully y'all doing well today. Wealthy Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. See what we got going on, man. This weekend, for South Carolina at least, they're going back to school soon. So they got tax-free this weekend. So we're participating in tax-free for the state of South Carolina. What else? Oh, if you shop with us and you purchase over $150 worth of merchandise before taxes, you get free shipping if you qualify. Shipping has to be less than $30. We'll cover the charge. There's a coupon code on our website. You can see that as well. But we got over 200 items in our store, y'all. Over 200 items in our store. Great quality. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, we're doing it this weekend. So the 5th through the 7th, Friday through that Sunday, we're going to be doing tax-free. So take advantage of that, All right, we're almost done. You're also going to need some sublimation gloves. You're going to need you some gloves, ladies and gentlemen. And I went around to get the big gloves, okay? Now, I didn't use a whole lot of pressure this time because when I did the heart, it left some tape marks. So I think I had too much pressure then. But hopefully this time, I got enough pressure. It's not, So, here come the boss. The boss came to see. Watch still. The boss came to see if I messed it up. So, here come the boss.
Hey, y'all. I ain't coming to see you mess it up. I'm coming to see how beautiful it's gonna look.
See if I messed up, y'all.
I'm coming to see how beautiful.
So this is hot, y'all. This is very, very hot. So please make sure that you wear gloves. Okay. Now the other thing you need to understand is when you're taking it off, and I'm going to flip it upside down. And I'm going to put it on some cardboard. When you set it on a surface, make sure you have something that's not going to be directly. You don't want to burn your surface top up. And the last thing is when you're wearing these gloves, you got to make sure not to touch the substrate because it can melt and have some transfer from the gloves. Okay. A lot of us have these pink gloves. We have pink and black gloves as well.
They're not for extreme heat, and that's extreme heat.
These are not for extreme heat. Okay. So you said, how do I know how much pressure to determine it needs? You can answer that one. I don't know.
It's kind of like a feeling. You have to feel it, really. I just know from when we did the first slate, the pressure was a factor and the taping was a factor. And so when we did the second one, we did more pressure, and then that's how I knew, okay, that's the right type of pressure because it came out okay. So it's like a feeling that you have to have. Well, let me just put it this way. I know when I was in my crafting journey, like when I was doing vinyl and stuff like that, the way to check your pressure on your heat press is you put a dollar bill inside of the heat press and you let it hang off and you clamshell it down. And if you cannot pull that dollar bill out, that means that your pressure is good. Okay. If it comes right out, that means that you don't have good pressure.
For this,
but it's a little bit different for this.
For this, since it's solid and it's thick, you want to make sure that it's a little hard to pull down. I hope that helped.
You want to make it to where you gotta really, clamp down on it.
I use my weeding tool for that part. Yep. While it's hot. I got my glove holding it, and I got my weeding tool, okay? What's the website? The website. Tell them what the
website is theblanksspot.com. That's with 2 S's. Theblanksspot.com. Or you can go to our link tree, which is in our profile. The link tree will take you, there's a button for the website, but it's theblanksspot.com, 2 S's.
All right, so it's a couple of things I want to show y'all. The first thing I want to show y'all is the transfer, okay? We have our own paper. Wife did about 1.5 years research on the paper. I want you to see this transfer. This transfer is going to show you literally no ink, okay? Literally no ink. And that's how you should have, all your ink should be on your substrate. That's the first thing I want to show you. The next thing I'm going to show you.
It's pretty. Beautiful.
Still got tape marks. Not everywhere though. Mm-hmm. Next thing I'm gonna show you is the substrate. All right, check that out. You see that? Scroll up. See the next messages.
Hello, welcome to the blank spot.
Can you see that?
Looks great outside.
It's vibrant. The colors are popping. That water is blue. Now just imagine if we were using Photoshop. And I already know the colors are going to be different. But this is a great shade of blue. So we did this at 400 degrees for 300 seconds. That's 5 minutes, okay? If you're wondering if you can do it or not, I am not a crafter. I'm not. And I'm going to keep on saying it because I'm not. But I learned how to do it just by listening and following instructions and watching. So if I can do this, y'all can do this too. It was real fun. It was real easy. I did a step-by-step. I showed you exactly what I did. I even showed you how I cut the slits in the design after I cut the circle, okay? Thanks everybody who says it's beautiful. I appreciate it. And then I just took my time and I taped it. So it just takes a little bit of time to be able to do this. Once again, that's what it looks like. And it's still hot. It ain't warm, it's hot, y'all. And these are the kids that are in the pool, man. It's pretty cool. I like that. So that's our project for today. I may be popping on here and there later on, but I just wanted to come on and share that with y'all. We got some sublimation going on today. Make sure you, D said we're going to do a tumbler today, okay? A couple of tumblers. We're going to do a couple of tumblers today. And we may even try to do it in our mug press. Maybe.
Depends on which one.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to do a couple of tumblers today. So, an easel or a stand, yeah, it comes with the stand. So these are the stands that it comes with, okay? These are the stands that it comes with. They're two little plastic stands. They're very sturdy. They sit flat. They sit flat like this, and the substrate slides inside of it. I'm not gonna stand it on there right now because, like I said, it's hot, and I'm sure it's gonna do a little damage to it. But yeah, it does come with the stand. And I have the ones that I pulled off. They were standing up on the stand. So once again, appreciate you guys for jumping on. Not gonna keep y'all on here. We'll pop back on later on to do some more do some tumblers and do some more sublimation. But this is Eric coming from the Blank Spot. Once again, we're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. Guys, check out our website. Go to the bio. Check out our link tree. You can see us. It says theblankspot.com. It'll be shop with us or something like that, or say website. You can check that out. Make sure you hit our YouTube channel so you can actually see this video again, over and over and over again. Hopefully you found some value in this. Once again, like, share, tag, tell a friend. This is Eric from the Blank Spot. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. You guys take care and have a wonderful Wednesday. Peace.